Hi guys, today I'm going to explain to you a secret that is going to have women hooked on you, okay? Now when I say hooked on you, I don't mean they're just gonna maybe like you as a friend or have a little bit of interest. What I'm going to talk about is a psychological trigger that hooks people's brains in the same way that social media, gambling, and addiction work. Okay, this is something that's deeply rooted in psychology, and we're going to utilize that so that you can be the most attractive thing in her brain. Okay? Now, first of all, we need to realize that most men just chase women. Okay? They chase, put them on pedestals, and the problem is that when you put them on pedestal and you are putting in flux that value and making her more valuable than you are, that's the exact way that we lose women, okay? The moment that she thinks she's more valuable than you, and even more so if you think she's more valuable than you are, then you lose them, okay? We do not want to put them on pedestals, we do not want to chase, okay? Because the second she knows that, she's going to know that you're completely predictable. She's going to know that she doesn't need to have any effort in having you. You're just another option to her. You're just going to be another guy that is lined up after her, and we want to try and stand out. Now, what if I told you that there is that way to make her crave you, okay? And like I said, it's a psychological trigger that will hook her brain onto you in the same way that she is addicted to social media, in the same way that people are addicted to gambling, in the same way that any addiction works. And this is something called the dopamine deprivation loop. And there's 3 elements to the dopamine deprivation loop that we're going to talk about today, okay? The first thing is the hook, the second part is the crash, and then the third part is the loop. And it just keeps on repeating in that cycle. Now I'm going to go and cover each part of the dopamine deprivation loop so that we can understand how we can become addictive to her brain. Okay? So the first part, the hook. This is about giving her a taste of what you can provide. Okay? Now, we know that we need to show her that we have an element of value, an element of enjoyment, an element of fun, okay? Women get bored of men who are too available. So if she sees that she enjoys her time with you, enjoys her company with you, and it's going well, then you're already in a good place, okay? That's gonna give her a dopamine high, okay? It's that dopamine rush that most people like. It's that same thing that makes us addicted to something when we go, oh, beginner's luck, it felt amazing, I knew what it was like to win, I really enjoyed this, okay? That peak experience is gonna be the hook that digs into her brain, okay? And she just wants more. If you can give her the feeling of wanting more, then you are in the best place possible, okay? Now, we can create these peak experiences with deep conversations, exciting adventures, or moments where she feels completely seen, okay? Any sort of way that we can talk to her feminine side that brings out the light in her, okay? Now, after that, we're going to go into the crash, okay? This is also known as the pull away, or we're creating a void. You're suddenly creating space. Now, it doesn't need to be dramatic or in a needy way, but we do need to subtly pull away, okay? This might be in the form of texting or responding to her. You might take a little longer to respond. You might be a little less available, okay? You need to give her that craving of wanting to chase after you. She needs to work for it, okay? Because the only way that we feel those peak experiences is when we have a sense of achievement. And you need to have her chase you so that she can have a sense of achievement, like she's won you over. Okay? So if you keep on replying to the conversations all the time, even if she enjoys her company with you, if you give her an abundance, an overabundance of positive energy, she's going to take it for granted, okay? What she needs is an absence of your energy. And her brain will start thinking, when can I get that next hit of you, okay? She's going to be replying to the conversations faster when you finally do message her. She's going to be chasing after you more. She's going to want you more because you're not readily available all the time. And the more that you keep on pulling this out of her by pulling away, and you're going to see the responses, you're going to see it in action, okay? The more that she puts effort into trying to talk to you and chasing after you, that's when you know that she is hooked. And the last bit, of course, is the loop. No matter what, guys, you need to keep her chasing you, okay? Even if you're getting closer, you cannot at any point dip into being calm and being relaxed and just allowing yourself to be fully available to her. To keep her hooked onto you, you need to be absent. That phrase, absent makes the heart grow fonder, couldn't be more true in this case, because it really does create that dopamine deprivation effect. And the loop is going to keep her coming, because even though she knows that she's got you for a bit, if you're giving her that sense of uncertainty of, I might not be here for long, who knows when you've next got me, who knows when you've next got my attention, who knows what it is that you're doing, she's going to be chasing after you to try and lock you down. But if she's already got you locked down, then she's going to get bored really easily. And that is the secret to locking into her brain and having her addicted to you. This is a very, very powerful technique. So as we close this video, I just need to say that if you're going to use this very powerful psychological technique, please use it for good, okay? Do not have people just hooked on you just to get damaged, okay? Like, make sure that you're hooking someone that you're going to give a positive experience to, okay? I'm trusting you guys out there. This is some very powerful psychological gripping energy that you've got, okay? So please use this technique for good. If this resonated with you, if you got any value out of this, drop it in the comments. Let me know if you've ever realized this deprivation loop and you've had people that are addicted to you now. If you've ever seen this in action, if you're going to use it, maybe you need to send this to someone who hasn't quite understood why the person that they're getting on with isn't addicted to them yet, and maybe they're just giving the girl way too much attention and he's not creating too much of a chase. You know, just pass this on to him, okay? And until next time, guys, keep on seducing.